Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Your Favorite Aunties Podcast. Nia, I feel so close to you right now.
I know.
This
you
is
know
so
what that
wonderful.
means.
It means we have a guest. We're not alone today. I'm so excited about that. But you know what? Really quickly, before we get into the guest.
Right.
I have to say something. We only have 2 more sleeps.
Yes.
2 more sleeps until we are in New York for our show.
That's right. June
I'm
13th.
so excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like literally so excited. I cannot wait to feel the energy in the room. We already know that it's going to be amazing.
It is.
Because New York, you know, I heard they do it like none other.
Like none other.
Huh?
The Big Apple.
Hello?
Big Apple, big energy.
I'm ready to take a bite.
Y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets to the New York show June 13th at City Winery. Tickets are available at yfauntiespodcast.com. And not only New York. Now, New York is coming up, but also Dallas.
Triple D, what's up, baby?
We're going to be in Dallas on July 26th. Those tickets are available as well. All the tickets are going fast, y'all.
Yes.
They're going fast. So make sure you get your ticket. And we also have meet and greet tickets. So if you want to meet the aunties, take pictures, all the good stuff, kiki a little bit, make sure you get your meet and greet too.
Amazing. But now, back to our guest.
The moment we've all been waiting
Oh
for.
my goodness. First of all, I'm very excited that you are here. It is none other than Darrel Walls from the Walls Group.
Hello, everybody.
Oh my God.
So excited to be here. So geeked.
No, we are so happy to have you here. Now, before we started the episode, we were in here having a good kiki.
We were,
Yeah.
because
Cutting up.
they're funny. I don't know if you guys know. They are hilarious, and we've been having a great time.
We have.
No, because we had no business cutting up like that before that. We were like, okay, we got to
It
stop
just
talking
happens. It just happens.
now. It
That's
does.
good. This is going to be a good episode.
That's
Listen.
right. That's right.
Because this is what happens when you get with family.
Huh?
Right.
Huh? When you get with your aunties, you're just going to have fun.
Come on.
Hey.
Huh?
I'm on status now, so please, I'm here.
And how do you feel about it?
I like it here.
I know that's right.
Okay. Y'all be for real. We gotta be serious.
Come on.
Yeah.
A little.
I feel like, everybody knows who you are.
Okay.
But for the people who have just been living under a rock,
Under a rock.
Uh-oh.
can you just tell us a little bit about who you are?
Well, there are people who probably don't. So the reality is I am one of 4 members of the Walls Group,
Uh-huh.
right? I'm the oldest brother. We've been doing this now, this is year 17.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a child.
We've been doing it.
That's almost
Just
an adult.
graduating this week.
Yeah.
We're doing this for 17 years now. We are, what are we? 4-time Grammy nominated,
Mhm.
8-time Stellar Award winning,
Mm.
3-time Dove nominated, and some other things. But
We're not even
Light
gonna
work.
get into
Just
that.
light work.
I'm just here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just trying to do the work I'm supposed to do and go home.
But I'm your
You know?
servant.
But I'm excited to be here. Really, I really am. You guys are really dope.
Thank you.
Y'all are doing really good impact.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Disclaimer: I'm very, very spiritual. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So at any given time, if there's a prophecy, just ignore it. Don't cry.
We
Don't
know
do
how to
anything.
receive.
But hello?
We know how to receive.
We don't
Ignore
let
it.
anybody retch up and
But-
retch around and get our
Huh?
blessing.
Come on.
Because
Huh?
yeah. Anyway, I'm here. It's good to be here. Here we go.
So you know what? So you just brought up a very, very good thing.
Mm.
17 years.
Yeah.
17 years.
It's a long
Mhm.
time.
First and foremost, congratulations
That's awesome.
on that
Thank you.
alone.
Praise God
Thank
for
you.
that.
Because the discipline and the dedication
Yes.
that it takes.
Yeah.
Help
Yeah, we had
somebody.
great parents. Great parents.
Shout
No,
out to your parents.
yeah, it was. So here's the thing: people don't know that we didn't do this on purpose,
Right.
right? We didn't start. We didn't wake up and was like, we're gonna be the Jackson 5. We didn't say that. It was an accident.
Mm.
Well, we like to call it God does things intentional, but
Right.
for us, it was an accident.
Mhm.
We just posted a video from my mom, and then it went viral,
Mhm.
and we were like, oh, that's cool. And then people started asking for more, and we were like, okay, fine, we don't got nothing to do. And then it just started becoming a thing, and we knew it became a thing when somebody said, hey, we want y'all to come to our church and sing. We were like, okay, cool. How we gonna get there? Because that's Baltimore. We in Houston.
Okay.
Right.
They want us to drive. It's gonna take us a couple of days.
Uh-huh.
And they was like, no, we'll fly you.
Oh, in that economy.
Uh-huh.
You wanna fly us to you?
Right.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, how much do you charge? Huh? We
gonna
get
pay
money.
So you gonna fly us out,
You gonna give us some money to come and sing and do the thing we do on the couch?
right?
Mhm.
Wow. And we were like, sure. So our parents were like, is this something y'all want to do? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we want to do that.
Yeah.
We didn't realize that yes was going to cause us to really do some real work.
Ooh-wee. That's good right there.
We did not realize that we were kids. So if I was 18 at the time,
Uh-huh.
my siblings were 14, 13, and 12.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? So I'm 18. That's still now. And then I thought I was like, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now, that was a kid.
Yeah,
He was
for
a child.
sure.
A child.
And they were children.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we were traveling and doing these things. We didn't realize what we would sacrifice. We didn't realize what we would encounter. We didn't realize the work it was going to cause us to have to do. We didn't know it was going to change us the way it changed us. We grew up really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And all these things, we experienced things that adults were experiencing as children.
Yeah.
So we got a real heavy hitting reality when we started.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm grateful for it now.
Yeah.
Then I was like, you know what, this is
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah.
today I'm grateful for those things. I learned a lot. We
Yeah.
learned a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No,
Mhm.
you definitely said something good, because I know when Nia and I first started our show almost 3 years ago,
Mm.
we didn't, just like you said, we didn't know what that yes was going to
Yeah.
come with. We
You
did
don't
not
know.
know. We didn't necessarily count the cost in the beginning.
No.
No,
Huh?
not at all. Not at
You
all.
don't think about it.
Mm-mm.
I
Let's
probably-
just do stuff. And he was
That's
like,
cute. That's
Right.
fun.
we gotta do stuff.
And then things started getting real, like you said, the work,
Yeah.
the scrutiny. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Y'all want to talk about that?
Mhm.
Yeah,
yeah.
'Cause
The
people are
judgment, the
rude
criticism.
and mean.
And
yeah,
mean.
they're mean.
And y'all are adults. We were kids.
Wow.
And people were mean.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I think that's one of the things that we talk about now. Like when we get together, sometimes when we talk, 'cause we're all old, everybody's people married, got kids and stuff like this. We older and we talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
y'all were bullying children. Y'all do understand that?
This was child abuse.
No, seriously. Like
Yeah.
you were talking crap about kids.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And my mama is from the hood. And it took everything in both of my parents to not be like, I will fight all y'all. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
people were bullying children.
Yeah.
You were expecting kids who are learning how to be kids
Mm-hmm.
to be adults.
Right.
That's like asking a 12-year-old to run Barnes and Nobles.
Mm-hmm.
We can't.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I don't know the Dewey Decimal System.
Help. But we were told to be like adults, act
Yeah.
like adults, be like adults,
Yeah.
while being kids.
Expectations.
So you got us going all of these different places and these events and acting very grown and
Mhm.
being grown and doing all these different things and then coming back home and being kids.
Yeah.
We're confused. We don't know what to do and who we are really, and we hate it here.
Yeah.
You understand?
Talk about that. Because everything is not sunshine and
Right.
rainbows
No.
and all the happy things. And I think when people look at people on a platform,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, your life is great.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, I'm going through it.
No, you have to think about, I say this all the time. I said the difference between someone who's quote unquote famous or has a platform and somebody who's chilling at the crib is that you just know me.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. You know me, and what I do for a living is just so happens to be in front of everybody. I don't see you at the 9 to 5, but you see me at mine.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you do.
Our hours might be a little different,
Yeah.
but you just know me, right? But I bleed the same, I cry the same, I hurt the same, I go through life the same. I'm figuring it out the same.
Yeah.
I just so happen to have to do it in front of
y'all.
you.
Come on.
And it sucks because we don't get to make the type of mistakes everybody else makes. You know, like y'all get to say, oh, I
Right.
should have done that. I should have not answered that call. I should have not said that. I should have not done that. But we do it as we're just trying to figure it out
Right.
like regular people do. But
Right.
we don't get to have the same kind of grace because we are somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really terrible.
It is.
Yeah.
And we have spent a lot of our career, a lot of our lives trying to really make people understand we don't care what you say.
Yeah.
We're going to figure this out.
Yeah.
And you don't have to like it. Yes, we have responsibility. Yes, we have a platform that we want to make sure that it's integral and that we are, role models and all of the things. But role models still have to be honest,
Hello.
right?
Yeah.
The reason why some of the role models I love is because I love hearing them talk about the truth of who they are and
Yeah.
why they
Yeah.
are, where they came from, how they failed, and how they got it. That's why I like them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't want anybody's going to lie to me and be like, everything's going to be easy.
Right.
Mhm.
This is going to be fun. So
Yeah.
I think for us, we just got to a place where we said, you know what? Let's just stop trying to be the perfect Brady Bunch and let's just be.
Mhm.
And show these children, show these kids, young adults, that living for Christ and being a young adult or being a kid is doable, but it's still real regular life.
Yeah.
And nobody like that. But we didn't really care.
What I do love is that Nia and I get an opportunity to be very authentic in front of people.
Yes.
And actually tell them our real-time experiences.
But they love
Nothing
it for real.
without it.
Hello?
They love it for real.
Couldn't. But
I want y'all to know.
Thank you.
hello.
They
Thank
know it
you.
for real.
The fruit is there.
Contrary to popular belief.
Contrary to very
No.
popular belief.
They know.
Okay, hello, thank
They
you.
might know more than I. Just say. But yeah.
But it's sometimes because of us being very honest and transparent about how we feel about certain things. I really believe that that's why God was able to use us, because we aren't out spreading, very malicious things or
For
hurtful
sure.
things. Like, we really try to be as positive as we can while remaining honest.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this is the thing that people want. There
Right.
are people I say this all the time. I've been actually having these conversations like with my passions and stuff like that. Like, there are people who are dealing with real life stuff.
Right.
Yes.
And you telling them that they have the victory and all these different things, sometimes it's just not going to do it.
Hello.
They need answers. They need
Yeah.
practical ways to really learn how to figure out life.
Yeah.
How about instead of telling them that it's a spirit all the time and tell them that, baby, that's trauma, and you need
Go
to
to
figure out really what's
therapy.
going on with you.
Come on.
Why do you keep allowing this person to do this same thing to you?
Come on.
Well, because when you were a child, you
Hello.
were taught
You just wanted to be loved.
that's it. So now you're carrying that into and people don't want to. We got to talk about that stuff.
yeah,
Hello.
for sure.
People have to heal for real.
Yeah.
And they can't heal if we don't talk about the real stuff. You can't just tell them, pray about it. The Lord got you. Yeah, but God is practical and he's spiritual.
Come on.
That's why the whole Bible situation is full of practical ways to live a life that builds your spiritual.
Come on.
That's so
In order
good.
for you to live this life for real, you got to have practical principles to help you, whether that's through finances, with relationships, with friendships, through your business, ministry, all of that is in there. But you just have to learn how to, you just got to do it right.
Hello.
I just want to have the real conversations. I love this.
I'm going to share this because I just feel like the Holy Spirit gave me this.
Yeah.
I don't know who needs to hear it. Healing is not the same as forgetting.
Say it again.
That just dropped in my spirit.
Say it one more time.
Healing is not the same as forgetting.
Yeah.
You just ain't thought about it in a while, but you're not healed, baby.
Yeah.
You have to heal.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. And that's that practical work that you're talking about. We just, time. I haven't thought about it. I'm okay because I haven't thought about it.
Time is not here then.
You just weren't in the situation.
That thing is going to come back up again.
Right.
Time
It
is
could be
not
30
healing.
years from now.
Right.
It will show up again.
Yeah.
You have to do the practical work to heal.
That's good, friend.
That just dropped in my spirit.
I'm
Have
glad.
y'all ever y'all had to do practical work to heal? Or y'all in it now? I'm just asking.
Currently in therapy. Been in
Yes.
therapy.
Yeah, I've been there since 2016. Shout
Praise
out to
God.
Kelly.
That's
Love you,
great.
girl.
Shout out.
No, we are a platform who absolutely encourages
Advocate for
people
therapy.
to find a
somebody.
therapist.
I don't know why the people don't want it.
Because
I do know why.
Amazing.
Accountability.
no, you know what? It's not. It's also not even that. We have to think about our parents
Come
because
on.
they didn't have the tools. Because a lot of them, something wrong with them,
For sure.
and they
For sure.
no. Something wrong with them, and they didn't have the tools because everybody said if you go to therapy, you're crazy.
There's something
Correct.
wrong
If
with
if there's something wrong with you, yes,
Yeah.
there's
It is.
something wrong with you, so you go and get well.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you go to the doctor.
For sure.
Because something is happening.
I agree. And also, though, I feel like when I say the accountability,
Yeah.
thing, there are people who know that if you go in there,
Yeah.
you're going to have to take some responsibility.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
A lot of times I talk to some of my friends that won't go.
Yeah.
And they be like, I just don't feel like dealing with, you know,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You're wrong. Or you have some things that you have to take responsibility for. Yes, that happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, it's on you to you got to deal
Right.
with that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You don't get to go be a jerk to everybody and think that it's because of, it's just the way I am.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You're choosing to deal with that and be this way to
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
'Cause at some point, you have to forget about what mommy and daddy said.
Mm-hmm.
You got to forget about what quote unquote societal norms are and really say, you know what? In order for me to be the most healthy human being in the earth,
Mm-hmm.
it's on me to do that work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always say people, I don't ever want to be the reminder to somebody. I want to be the difference.
Yeah.
And the only way you could do that is if you are consistently working on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be in partnership with somebody and they hate me. I don't want to do. I don't want to be a friend to anybody and they hate me.
Yeah.
I just don't want that. I want you to like me,
Yeah.
and not from the perspective of I need you to. But if we gonna do this, if we say, hey, you
Yeah.
about to be my baby, I don't want you to be like, I hate you.
Right.
Every time your name comes across my screen, I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
But it's up to me to do the work.
Now that we're talking about like relationships and flowing right into it, when it comes to you getting to know somebody, how much grace are you giving them in this particular point in your life?
Y'all
to
are
where
talk,
it's like,
this is my conversation.
To where it's like, okay, I understand this is you, so I'm gonna let you be you. Absolutely not. Immediately, no, you need to change that right now.
Correct.
You're gonna be with me.
So what
Where's your fine line?
I love relationship talks because it's like
Yeah.
my favorite thing to talk about.
Okay.
So,
He's so
but
excited.
but in therapy, I've learned therapy has taught me to give grace and have compassion and understanding, right?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of the things that I had to work through and am still working through.
Right.
Right. So if 2016. That's what now? Almost 10 years.
Almost
it was
10 years,
9
yeah.
years, right, of therapy, and I'm still unpacking things.
Yeah.
Somebody who has not gone to therapy at all or is just starting, I have to give them some type of grace, right?
Yeah.
To start to say, I understand that you probably don't know exactly what's going on, right, with you, but cool, let's try it. But at this juncture in my life, in order to date, you got to be in therapy.
Got
That's a non-negotiable for me at this point in my life right now.
Okay.
If you're not in therapy, we not talking.
Okay.
That's a very real thing, and I support that.
If you don't have a relationship with the Lord, we not talking. Those are the two.
Top two.
You got to be in therapy.
I got a question though. When it comes to relationship with the Lord, how deep?
So I used to be like, you can have a surface. Now I'm too prophetic to all of the things for you not to have at least a little bit. Like if did the Lord tell you something, you got to be able to at least be like, nah, he told me. I need that. You don't got to be a pastor, preacher, evangelist, none of those things. I don't need none of that. I don't care about none of that.
Okay.
But I need you to be very serious when it, like God is up there. Y'all like this.
Right.
Y'all got to be.
So your person has to have an itchy. They got to know how to. They got the Holy Ghost.
If I'm about to pass out, I need you to know that. You about to pass out? I need that. Because I know. If I know, you got to know. I ain't going to let you fall. You got to let me fall. You know what I'm saying? No, we got to be here together.
When we say, I picked you up in the spirit.
Okay? I need you to see me like I see you.
Hello?
No, because here's what I've learned in reality. Like, I know who I am in the earth.
Yeah.
I know what my call and my purpose is.
Okay.
And whoever's going to be here can't be a weakling. That's just the reality. I'm too powerful to have somebody who can't be up here with me.
That's good.
Are you going to be in the forefront? Probably not. But back here with me,
Yeah.
I need you to be able to be like, hey,
Yeah.
okay, come on, let's before we leave here, before we move, give me your hands real quick.
Yeah.
Father, I pray that you restore.
Yes.
I need that.
Yeah.
Or when you can tell when something's up. Hey, if I'm knocked out in the bed and you praying over me, whew, let me tell you something.
Like you talking about marriage?
Huh? I said what I said. No, but you know what I'm saying? I just need somebody to be there.
Yeah.
Like in real life, be
Yeah,
there
no,
because that's a different type of covering for me.
Yes, I hear you. No,
At
I
this
hear you.
point, I'm not a kid. I'm not a baby no more. Like
That's good.
I don't have time. I've been through a lot of different things. I've seen a lot of relationships. At this point, let's do this.
Right.
We're adults. Let's be adults.
Right.
And
That's
life
so
is gonna life. We already
Yes.
got things individually that we got to deal with. We come together. We are now signing on for more stuff. So if you're gonna be here, you got to be here.
Yeah.
I've fought too much in my life for you not to be able to have had anything in your life to fight for. Sorry.
I fought to be here. I can't fight with you to be here.
Put that
I
on the shirt.
fought with
The
you
good
to
fight,
be
honey.
here.
That's
I
all I
can't
wanna
fight
fight.
with you to
Yeah.
be here.
No.
I can't. I simply can't.
No.
How has your idea of dating changed?
Ooh.
As you were talking, I was actually thinking, life be lifing.
Yeah.
Right? Having somebody who has enough understanding and relationship with the Lord to know when to pray.
Yeah.
Because there are some things we don't need to talk about. I don't even need you to cuddle right now. I need you to be like,
Yeah.
it's time to pray.
Yeah.
And I've had one of those moments, like my grandmother passed away and I'm breaking down and that man started praying. I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving. I'm done.
Because sometimes it's not a hug.
Yeah.
It really is. Let me put my hand on your shoulder and literally go to God
Come
for
on.
you.
Yeah.
It's not always about I don't need a hug right now. And then there are times I'm like, don't talk about this to me right now. Just rub these feet. but knowing, that's what I be. It could all be so simple.
Okay,
song,
but you would rather make it hard.
I don't understand. I don't understand. What is it? Do you think that everybody wants relationship and to be loved? And I have these conversations all the time. Yeah. They want to be loved. They say, I want to be in a relationship. I want this. I want that. Why is it not happening? If everybody wants it, why do y'all feel like it's not happening?
Everybody's scared.
I don't think everybody wants it.
I'm leaning. I'm both, actually, because you can't say, I want that and not have it.
Not true.
Come on.
I hear you, though. I hear you. Come on. Because I wanted a relationship for a very long time. And I ran across men I could have a relationship with. I ran across you. I could make it work. Could. But no. It's just something, you got to know what's for you and what's not for you.
Okay.
Because just because you want something, and you can get it. Yeah. But you want the real thing.
Your thing.
You want your thing.
Yeah.
I want my thing.
I'm with that.
I want my thing. And if you want a relationship, you can get it. You can. They out there. Pick one.
Yeah.
But are you just picking one, or did you find your one?
Okay.
Huh?
I'm not mad at you. I get it. I get it.
Talk back if you can.
Because I'm the type of person, I grew up in the make it work. My parents were the make it work parents. Yeah. I was like, let me tell you something. When you sign this, like my mama just like, when I told your daddy, you signed this, like, we hit it, and they have been in it. I'm 34. My parents have been married for 35 years, right? Awesome. So I've watched them fight, literally. I've watched them. There were some moments I was like, I don't think I would have made it through that. That ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave. Now that I'm healthier in life, I'm like, I think you probably should have left around that time.
I think you might have, but it would have been cool.
But I believe that the only reason they were able to fight like that and push through is because they were each other's person.
Right.
So I agree with you. I just also think that some people aren't willing to fight either.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so either.
I'm actually glad you said that. But say what you were about to say.
No, go ahead.
So for me, being single for a long period of time, I am actually a little bit scared that I don't fully know how to fight.
Ooh.
It's true.
Okay.
I am.
Dating teaches you to leave.
Right. And it gives you the option to, like, you know what?
If I don't like it, I don't have to
I don't have to stay here. But also, how do you learn how to fight through, or like, oh, this is worth it to stay? And these were thoughts that I've just been having, because I'm still trying to like work through some things, and I'm just like, how do I learn how to stay? And it's not from a place of, oh, I'm avoiding, or I'm this, or I'm that. Yeah. It's just because I'm so used to
not having to.
And I don't mind having to. I want to make that very clear. Yeah. I don't mind having to, but at what point do I say, you know what? You can't. This just ain't it. You're having to make too much stuff work. We're having to have too many conversations. And not even that it's bad, because stuff don't even have to be going wrong.
Yeah.
It could be very right.
I am with you.
But,
here's the thing. I think when you know. And I know that's weird, and people are like, I don't like to hear that. But that's really true. Yeah. You know when you find somebody, I'll fight with.
Yeah.
I'll fight for.
Yeah.
Even if it's not the most beautiful situation, but it's something about that person that you were like, I want to fight with this.
Yeah.
I want to. And I think it's more so seeing where your souls are aligned in a situation where you can find you in that person and say, yeah, we can do this. Now, they have to be
that's on that same wavelength.
They have to be on the same wavelength as you. Yeah. And I think that's a lot of the times where the problem comes in. It's like, we can see I could do this with. Yeah. But they might not be on the other side.
Can you do this with me?
Right. And they'd be like, this.
That matters.
That's really what I think. We fight a lot with people who don't feel the same way we feel.
Very true.
And we just talked about that. Did we not just talk about that?
I did. What did I say at the show? I'm not holding on to nothing that's not holding on to me.
Hello.
Yeah.
I think me and you had talked. It was like on a live like a little while ago when I told you, I was like, I'm not going to be unhappy. Ooh. I'm not going to be unhappy. I will. But when I say I'm not going to be unhappy, I'm saying with someone who doesn't want to, if I'm unhappy, it's because we're unhappy.
Yeah.
You know, like I could do a we unhappy.
Yeah.
If you're not going to fight with me or at least be in here with me, I can't pull.
Yeah.
I don't want to hold on
I want
to something
somebody
that
who
doesn't want
wants to fight with me.
Right.
I just want you to want to be here with me.
Right. I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do it. I can do that. But I just got to know that I'm not doing this by myself.
And for no reason.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You also have to know what you're fighting for.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I'm not fighting for just a relationship. Like, yes, but also what is the purpose of the relationship and what are we doing and accomplishing and what does us coming together do more than us being by ourselves?
Ooh.
Right.
Because otherwise I can do bad by myself.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to know what you're fighting for. Is it something that y'all are building, coming together for a reason for, or is it just like, yeah, we just want to be together?
Ooh. The people is fighting for their life.
Hello.
I'm trying to figure out why. Why we got to fight? So I laugh like it could all be so simple.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you listen to that beginning stage of the dating, and everybody's like, "What's your favorite color?
Yeah.
And what do you like to eat?" We'll figure that out over time.
Hello.
What is your problem? What is your issue?
Hello.
What makes you upset?
Mm-hmm.
What was your trigger? Like, what is that?
Right.
Like, why do you get irritated when that happens?
Why didn't your last relationship work? Was it because of you?
Why I don't want to talk about that?
Hello.
Because I like to talk about
It's always
that.
the other person's fault.
Yeah.
And if you say that, I know it's you.
Right.
No, I need you to be like, well, hey, I may have said and did as well. Even though, cheating is a real thing. I understand that.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
also taking responsibility in the sense of saying, you know what, I was a little mean. I was a little whatever the case was. I was codependent.
I was a lot of me.
I was codependent. And I was using this person as my anchor, and they should have been. You know what I'm saying? So it was on me.
You know how
what I'm saying?
much work I could do with that? Somebody saying that to me, like, you know what? I feel I could have communicated a whole lot better. I could have done X, Y, and Z. Although, X, Y, and Z that person did to me. But you know what? I did play a part in the downfall of the relationship. Or maybe it was a mutual understanding that we broke up or whatever the case may be. But somebody telling me what they did, I can work with it.
It makes me want to work because the fact that you're able to acknowledge yourself.
Come on.
Lets me know that you will do the same with me. That's all you know what you did? You took responsibility for that?
You took accountability?
You're working on that?
Hello.
Oh, you want to go to the courthouse today?
Hello?
Or...
Very true.
It's something about when you get into that first little disagreement and you figure out if they're going to say something or not, if they're going to be like, hey, you know what? That was my bad. And they take accountability. Wait, I don't have to have an attitude right now? We can just talk it out? Huh. Meet me at the courthouse.
Go ahead. Or upstairs.
You said it on me.
Rub these feet.
We do not condone fornication.
Amen. No, it could all be so simple. It's just really taking out the time.
Is that what we're going to call this?
It could all be so simple. Because I'm just saying about 35 times.
Okay.
No, I really do desire. I desire for people to find their. It's like one of my things.
Yeah, really.
It's to help people really like. I want to find my person, but also realizing that it takes a lot of work with inside of you.
It does.
To even know what your soul even needs.
Come on.
I'm talking about like, all right, everybody says I want it. Do you even know? Have you assessed yourself to know what you need right now? Mm-mm. Dating 3 years ago is not the same as dating today for you. Dating 6 months ago is not the same. You know what you're dealing with, what your soul is transitioning and doing all these different things. You are becoming another person every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you need to know and assess when you go back out there and be like, all right, what does my soul need in a person right now? What am I about to embark upon? Mm-hmm. What is the Lord saying, hey, you about to do this? That means that the person has to be able to endure that with you.
Come on.
And vice versa. Do you even have the capacity or the bandwidth to be with somebody right now?
I was just about to say that.
Speak to her.
That's good.
Because do you have the capacity or the bandwidth to even be anybody's partner today?
Hello.
Right now.
Right.
Or for the next 6 months. Let's be honest. Because when we take on these things that the Lord say, hey, I put this in front of you, this podcast. Y'all didn't know at first what it was going to be, and then it took off. Did you have the capacity and the bandwidth to be like, let me do this right now and this? No, this podcast needs a little bit more of my time. Mm-hmm. And I don't have time to be where you need me to be right now. Give me about a year and a half, and I come back. You know what I'm saying?
If you're still available.
If you're still available, and I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that? Or are you gonna try to like string people along and act like you know you try to do both, but you're really not trying to do both because
but you don't want to be alone.
You don't.
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what I was gonna say. I don't think people really want it. I think they don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
Because when I got into a relationship and we actually started like really digging in, I'm like, people don't do this.
No.
There's no way. There's no way. Like the depths to which I've had to dig, like my insecurities. People aren't doing this. You just don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
You want somebody to talk to, somebody to be around, so that you don't have to think about
somebody to smash with. Let's be honest. I see you. And say that you're not being, promiscuous, so that you have somebody.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
really what it is. A lot
Make
of
yourself feel better.
Come on.
Yeah.
Be by yourself.
Yeah.
Stop ruining people.
Hello.
I feel like being single is like a superpower. Like knowing that, and it helps you in relationship too.
It
Because,
does.
baby, I will leave. I don't mind being single.
Yeah.
It's people who get into a relationship and your partner is not exactly healthy and they know that you ain't gonna leave. They ain't gonna do right.
Yeah. Just because they know
You ain't
you'll
going
stay.
nowhere.
You'll stay.
You ain't going
So
nowhere.
can I be devil's advocate for that? The leaving thing, because one of the things that therapy taught me is that I had abandonment and rejection issues.
Yeah.
Right? Which I've worked through over time, but still it kind of shows up.
Yeah.
So when I was dating somebody who was good at saying, I don't want to talk no more. We get into a situation and they would leave.
Yeah.
Or they would literally physically leave.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I'd be like, so you're going to have to stop that. Because when you do that, it makes me feel like this is easy for you to get rid of. So although, yes, I don't have to take this, right? Because I know my worth, my value, and what I have to offer. And I'm not about to take no crap because I fought to get here.
Hello.
But at what point do you realize the difference between I don't have to take this and I'm running from this? I'm running from what I didn't have to do when I was by myself. When I was by myself, I could just leave. We said that. Like, I don't have to be here. I'm not going to answer this text. But now that I'm in this, do I want to fight for real? And fight meaning, and when I say this, I'm learning that it's a healthy way to really do this.
Right.
To have a disagreement and really confront each other with stuff. Do I really want to, do this or do I just want to leave?
Right.
Stop leaving.
Because it's very easy to dip. Kind of, sort of, a little bit.
Not always.
Yeah. In a way. Smidge.
Definitely dependent on circumstances.
The relationship. I'm sorry. I know this is crazy. The dudes don't like to talk about the relationship. I do. I like this type of stuff because nobody's really advocating a lot of the times the right way.
The right way.
When I be watching these stuff online, they be like saying all this stuff. You be like, what are you talking about? Nobody wants you. Nobody's gonna want you from what you're saying. Who's gonna want to be a part? I don't want that. So I'll be trying to do it the healthy way. Like,
but
no.
You know what?
Yeah.
Being a safe space for somebody.
What is a safe space for you?
A safe space for me is when I express myself, you're desiring to understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a matter of how you said this or how it's coming. It's just you hear me for what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you want to know what I mean, and you want to walk through whatever it is that I'm going through with me. That's what it is for me. Like you.
Gentlemen. No, Nia, what you got? What is a safe space for you?
I would say just like no judgment.
Yeah.
I don't have to meter my words and say it exactly the way that has to be said so that you don't take it the wrong way or you don't put 100 on 10 or you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Like, just no judgment. Just open safety.
Yeah.
Safety.
But then even in that, having that safety when you are somebody else's safe space, if they're telling you something that is like making you want to, as the kids say, crash out, you got to, okay.
It's not easy.
He's opening up.
Yeah.
He's saying something. I need to listen. I need to not.
Yeah, but what is that? Because I mean, because here's like I would like a safe space. I always say, like, when I feel like you're home, you're safe.
Yeah.
Right. So my safe space is if I can just be without having to put on to make you feel comfortable. You're safe.
Right.
Because I am authentically D. now. Like I'm goofy, I'm corny, I'm doing all the things, and I'm just myself. And at what point when I express myself and say, hey, like, this is how I feel when you said that.
Yeah.
And when you do that, your neck be doing that thing you do. It makes me feel like I want to leave. What is your thing where you be like, I have to take this?
It's like Nia and I kind of talk about it a lot. Sometimes the closer you are to someone, it's harder to tell them things very directly in a way.
Will you explain that, please?
So, Nia talked to me about something not too long ago, and she was very honest. She was very like straightforward about it. And what you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, she was very honest and very just straightforward about it. And I was like, but it was just confronting something that I was insecure about in general.
Yeah.
So it's not that she was not telling me anything wrong, anything that's not true. But it just struck something within me that I already knew. And to know that somebody else sees it, I'm like, So, and then she was like, well, why are you emotional about it? And I'm like, because I felt naked.
Intimacy.
And it wasn't that I'm not comfortable with her, that I don't love her, that I don't know that she has my very best interest at heart. I know what it took for her to even talk to me about it in general. I know she didn't want to. Right. I know she didn't. I know she was avoiding that conversation until the very last minute. And I was doing my best to be open so that she doesn't feel that way. Or if she does feel that way, she still knows that she can talk to me. Because I know how I respond she's gonna take inventory of that. And the next time she needs to tell me something, it might be even harder. All because of how I react to it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you here because we had to. I heard you, and I stuck with it, but it was just a very busy weekend for both of us, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But nothing you said was wrong, nothing. And I heard you for what you were saying, and I appreciated it, and I know all of what it took for you to say that. So I know that we're good, but just for the sake of simply saying it, we're fine. And I heard you for what you were saying.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't got your tickets, I don't know what's the camera. If you don't got your tickets, you are asleep and you need to wake up.
You better wake
and
up.
you need to be at that New York show.
Hello.
And the Dallas show.
Hello.
You need to be there.
Hello.
Because this. What is you talking about? Because ain't it funny how the closest people to you can make you feel the worst?
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of times, and it's not just like intimate relationships, but platonic relationships, friendships, family, when you have to really, really just take it.
Yeah.
When you're wrong or right, you just have to be able to allow the other person to just say, hey, I ain't really like that.
Yeah.
Or it makes me feel this way when you do that.
Yeah.
Or when that thing about you. And to really have to sit there and be like, yeah, sure. And not feel away.
Yeah.
It took me a while because my best friend, it's funny, me and my best friend, we talk about this all the time because he be like, yo, like you don't take constructive criticism well.
What do you mean?
And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, Mom, this is my parents. You said to talk to me? My mom would be like, you suck. That's constructive criticism. I can take it. No, he was like, no, you just, no. Because you're so good at being right, you're not good at being wrong.
Wow. Come on.
Oh my gosh, I feel that.
And it does not feel good when you've built your life, right, to be right.
Yeah.
And not right like I got all the answers, but I'm trying my best to be the best me that I can be. And when I mess up, everybody's gonna die.
No, you're speaking my language.
We're gonna blow up everything.
No.
Talk about a crash out. Me.
I'm trying my hardest.
What do you mean I'm wrong?
You mean my hardest is not?
What do you mean I messed up?
Hello?
What are you talking about? So, and when I had to hear him say that, he's like, yo, like when I'm saying something to you, I'm not saying it to like, to mess you up or mess your ego up. I'm just saying it because I just want you to know.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that wasn't it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to be like, thanks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because you're not battling what she's saying, what he's saying, I'm battling my ability to beat myself up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My ability, you're only confirming that I know I'm not perfect. You're confirming for me that I know that I'm trying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's it. And I know that I'm not going to miss. We know this. We know we ain't perfect. We know that. But just please give us a minute.
Give me a second.
We just need to come to grips with that. And it's not easy all the time. What is that?
But go ahead.
No, I was going to ask a question from the other end, though. Do you have any, like, advice for the person who is talking?
No, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah.
If like she said, she's like, she heard you,
Yeah.
and everything you said, it wasn't. I'm sure, and I'm listening to you and feeding off of your energy. You're very nice.
Right.
So I'm sure she came to you and was like, hey.
Exactly.
No.
Were you there?
No, literally.
Like that.
Remember, it was having connection issues. It was probably,
That was probably him on the
Like,
line.
hey.
and no, she was very sweet, very direct, but it's because of who she is as a person.
Yeah.
And I know that she is careful with me. Like, and going into a conversation that isn't easy, but knowing that this person is your partner and not your enemy will always set you up for success. No matter what she was saying, it didn't feel good because she was confirming insecurities.
Yeah.
You know, that didn't feel good. But ultimately, I could hear her because I know at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the day, this woman has my very best interest at
There you
heart.
go.
And it was my responsibility to listen to what she had to say so that the next time she comes and talks to me, she'll feel even more comfortable saying what she needs to say. It was her responsibility to take care of herself in that moment, be like, hey, this is what's about to happen. She was self-preservation. That's what was happening.
Yeah.
She was letting me know X, Y, and Z because I don't want this to come between us.
Correct.
I don't want this to drive a wedge. And because I don't want that, I'm going to make sure I say this to you because I don't want to give way or give opportunity for something to come between us. And even though that wasn't even what she talked to me about, that is what I knew what was happening. Am I wrong?
No.
True.
And now the ball is in your court.
So now
to respond well.
So I have to.
And respond well, not necessarily to her, to it. To respond well to it. How are you? You have left or right. Where you going to go?
Choose ye this day.
Hello?
You going to get offended because you don't want to be honest and accept the truth? Or are you going to submit? Submit so that later down the line, this will make everything stronger and better.
Right.
That's good.
We're just trying to be adults.
Right. And it's not always easy because it's like sitting there hearing what she had to say. That was not easy. But again, this is my best friend. This is somebody who I know loves me. And I already know it took her a lot to even say that to me because she know I'm sensitive. You look at me wrong, I'm about to start crying. What are you looking at? And it's so crazy because like if I'm out in the world, it's like, what you looking at?
Yeah.
But with her,
don't look at me.
What are you looking at? What do you see?
What's wrong?
What's happening? No, because I knew you were gonna notice that. And
That is crazy to me.
So, but it was my responsibility to let my friend know you can be safe with me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge you for you telling me like, hey, bandwidth capacity, none.
Yeah.
How we gonna move forward?
So you have 2 sleeps.
Yeah, two sleeps.
2 days.
Two sleeps. So in that moment when obviously there was time from when we talked to right now, in that moment of you talking to me about it, I know it was hard and obviously I responded, I started tearing up. I got emotional, but I was really trying to hear you for what you said. Did you feel that? Or did you or what?
Oh, can you speak to that though? Can you speak to the person that feels like I have to say this, but I feel bad for saying it?
I mean, I think so much about the delivery of a message that I oftentimes never even end up delivering the message. So it took a lot to say what I had to say. And when the response was emotion, you don't want to see nobody you care about cry. So I'm like, okay, did I say something wrong? Did I say it the wrong way? Was this not a good time? Like I'm running through all of this stuff.
And
so
low-key,
now I
you feel
bad because
invalidated.
I feel like I caused
So now
tears.
you can't really say what you feel in your heart.
Correct.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. That's crazy. And that's real though.
It's very real.
But you literally are playing out. This is friendship. It happens in friendships too. But this is what this is what's going on like in people's relationships. Like I want to tell you, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
Because the last time I told you, you started crying.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
But you knew I was going to cry.
Exactly. I did. But like you said, I did have to advocate for myself.
Yeah.
And that superseded the fact that I knew you were going to cry, but it didn't make it easier.
Come
Right.
on.
But so now in this obvious moment in episode that we're talking about, I didn't necessarily mean to do it here, but we've just been, you and I have been busy, and you know we have.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't let this moment pass by without just telling you that. But now, do you feel better, or do you, or where are we with that?
It'll still be difficult. Full transparency, it'll still be difficult.
Okay.
I don't think it's ever going to be easy to tell somebody something you know is going to make them cry. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can circle back in my head and know, like, you know my intentions.
Absolutely.
You absolutely know I am not malicious in any way.
Yeah.
But it's still just a hard thing to tell somebody something you know is going to hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's going to be difficult for two reasons, for what you said, but also it's going to be difficult because most of your life you've had to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You've always had to kind of tailor make your feelings and present it on a platter for people to feel comfortable.
Correct.
I'm taking you out of this. I told y'all it happens. And you're now becoming a person where you're kind of tired of doing that because you really want people around you who love you the most to know that your feelings matter as well.
Yeah.
And it already takes you 35 years to even conjure up a feeling to want to say it, right? And that comes from a lot of different places, a lot of things that have happened. But I want you to know that you have full permission. You have full permission to just be Nia. And Nia has things inside of her that she needs to say.
Yeah.
I watched you even through this conversation. You kind of be like, you know, I'm going to throw my things in there. But you have way more to offer. And there are people around you, not her. There are people around you, because I have to make sure, because people be trying.
Yeah,
I'm speaking.
Oh,
speaking.
no.
Oh, I'm in here.
Yeah.
I'm in here.
Please.
There are people around you that don't want you because they know the power you actually possess. It's very powerful. So in this next season, I need you to choose Nia, and don't apologize for that.
That's good.
Do not apologize for Nia being able to stand up and say, no, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. I'll get back to you. Don't call me.
Stay right there.
I'm taking the next week off. Don't call me. And being okay with that and if somebody has a problem with you setting a boundary or just being, they got to go.
Yeah. That's good.
You understand what I'm saying? But don't take people's responses, though. Not everybody. Like, don't take the response as in you can't be. Just understand that you still have a safe space to just say, I'm going to say it. I don't like that I'm going to say it. It's going to make you cry, but I'm going to say it. Because although it's going to make her cry, it's going to make her feel away. She still wants you to say it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
She still wants you to say it.
Yeah.
Because what friend, what sister wouldn't want her sister to feel comfortable enough to just be with her?
Yeah.
That's the whole entire point.
Yeah.
I should be able to cry.
Yeah.
Because it's a safe space, right? And you should be able to make me cry in the healthy way.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that. So just want to
That's
give
really
you
good.
that.
I
Also, there's
receive
a
that.
book, and you need to write it.
I've written a few.
Another one.
See? No, and it's a real thing. And I'm like, is that hot? It's a real thing, and it's about you, like literally your stuff that you won't tap into. Those things, the real things that you really, that's a fight for and cry through in that room by yourself.
Okay.
And tell these people how to get through depression because you've done it silently for a long time.
That's good.
Y'all need to go to this show because there are things in here that y'all need to hear.
That's good.
In real life. Real life.
This is real.
And she got your back for real.
Yeah. And dude.
She prayed for you so hard because she knows that you're the quiet one. And she knows that you don't always say. But Holy Spirit speaks to her about you a lot. So she prays a lot. She's so sensitive. But she's sensitive because it's a Holy Spirit thing. Yeah. She prays. That is other thing. But no, she feels. And she feels you even when you don't say nothing, she knows. I'm trying to tell y'all need to get to the show. Y'all better get healed. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all better get healed. They have things to offer.
Right.
I like it here.
Because you with your TTs.
Okay, you supposed to.
I like it here. Y'all not coming?
No,
this is
just
great.
For 2 seconds, I absolutely want to piggyback. I want to make it abundantly clear before you and the people, you are my girl.
Yes.
And I absolutely, again, know, and I acknowledge that it is hard for you to tell me stuff sometimes. But I want you to know, I want to hear what you have to say. It's not always easy, and you know it's not. Mm-hmm. But there's never a time where I don't want you to talk to me about anything. And in that moment, the reason why I was emotional, because I really was trying to like let you know that this is okay. I just obviously because I'm me and I was PMSing. You know, I really took in what you said, and I know in your heart of hearts, you know, I heard you. I'm just genuinely, I'm sensitive, but I was trying not to let my outward expression stop you from saying what you need to say, because I am always going to be an advocate for you saying how you feel, because I know you have not said how you feel to a lot of different people a lot of different times. Mm-hmm. So if I have to be the one that you say things to now and forevermore, go ahead. Because like he said, your voice deserves to be heard. I always want you to know, like, I'm going to listen to you. Yeah. I'm going to tear up a little bit. A couple of them might just drop. But I don't ever want to just, I would never want you to not say something to me just to appease me. Like, I do want you to be happy, and I do want you to be at peace, even if it makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, you are very valuable to me, and you know that. Yeah, I love you a lot.
Oh, I love you too.
See what I'm saying? Now, in real life, this is really cool to me, because in a world, like, especially on social media, like, all you see is people just like doing this to each other all day. Like, we best friends, but they fight. And they're like, what? Like, you're telling people things that you should be telling on social media. To see like two grown adult women being able to have conversations with love and with health and with respect and with Holy Spirit in between and all of the things lets people know that it's real people out here who really we're normal and sane.
Right.
Yes.
It's sad that it feels uncommon, but the reality is it is actually more common than people expect. You just got to find the people that your soul connects with.
Right.
Oh, find them. Get rid of it, and you got to clean out your soul before you even know what your soul needs. Sorry.
How you gonna love somebody you don't love yourself? I'm trying to get myself together, and I can't get myself together.
Hello.
Woo.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Right. This was good to me, honey.
Baby, where did the time go?
I sure hate for it to end.
I reckon we need a part 2. That's
way over, honey.
If you want a part 2, just let me know. I'll be here.
Okay. It's
you come back.
It's official.
What? I like it here.
For real?
I'm not joking. I don't lie. Everybody who knows me knows that I do not blow smoke. Mm-hmm. If I say something, I really do mean it. I like it here. It's very comfortable. You guys are creating a space for people to really see themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really, 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 really important.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Yeah. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to. I'm going to say it after the camera.
Okay.
But seriously, this is needed and this is necessary. Please go as long as the Lord tells you. Okay? Go as long as the Lord tells you. Because I know people are going to be like, go forever. No.
Right.
Go as long as the Lord tells you. Yeah. Because there are so many other things that God has for you, both of you, together, as well as individually.
Yeah. Amen.
This is going to be great.
Amen.
Get your tickets.
But you coming to Dallas?
Sure. If you want me to come to Dallas, just tell me. I'll drive.
Ain't that but a cute little drive?
Cute drive.
I don't like Dallas, but I'll be there.
Grab your homies. Tell your homies to grab their homies. Pull up deep.
Tell everybody. Plus everybody.
Hello?
Why not make it a trip?
Because your mom and them be there. Your sister and them. Aunt and them.
I don't really like Dallas, but there's a spot in Dallas that got food. Just go get some food and then go there.
That's right. That's right.
Fedora.
Right.
I should go check it. Some Mexican spot. It's really good.
Hello?
And Haywire.
Write that down.
We're going offline.
Okay.
We're going offline.
Sorry.
Listen, though none of us want this to end.
We really don't.
We are out of time, never out of content or conversation.
Hold on. You got to tell the people what's coming out for you.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So I have a single coming out, guys. It's coming out like tomorrow. And I need you guys to just like blow that up.
Yeah.
If you like it. And if you don't like it, act like you do. And
right.
Just tell everybody else to go get it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to listen to it. Just tell somebody else to listen to it. But it'll be out literally in a couple of days.
Yeah.
And I need you guys to, it's called So Amazing. Co-written by PJ Morton, me and him, and produced by PJ Morton. It's going to be so sweet. And it's It's gonna be great.
Okay, listen,
It's gonna be great.
we
I'm
are
not
a
a liar.
supportive people. Okay,
Yes.
Okay, we are a supportive people. We appreciate you coming onto the show.
Much.
Thank you for having
This
me.
was amazing.
No, it really.
I was
really
shocked.
was.
I ain't gonna hold you. My homeboy was like, the Favorite Aunties podcast wants you to have you. I was like, who, me? They know me. They want to talk to me about what? I'm honored to be here. Y'all are so dope. I'm not saying it because we sitting here. Y'all are dope.
Thank you so much.
Y'all are really dope.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna eat.
Listen, we are out of town, we're never out of content. We love you all so very much, and this has been another amazing, impactful, insightful, enlightening, positive, eye-opening,
Yeah.
world-changing,
Prophetic.
transformative, prophetic,
Very prophetic.
needed,
Hallelujah.
transparent, therapeutic. Yeah, you got therapized.
All in one. That's why I said we should call it Therapy with Darrel.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you sitting over there, right? We on the couch.
Hello? You know what? There we go. Okay. But
good.
regardless, we will be back. And this is another episode of Your Favorite Aunties Podcast.
Your Favorite Aunties podcast.
Bye.